By this point, the cop comes in the house, inspects the situation. The CIA not the CIA, a representative from the FBI picks up the phone and asks my mom what happened. Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a doozy for you all. Again, before we begin, I want to thank you all so much for continuously supporting me in the channel. We're growing more and more every day, and I'm just forever grateful. I'm going to start broaching the subject of a Patreon, but we will talk about that at a later date. I want to know if you guys would even consider it. Anyway, with all that being said, let's get into the video. So this video has to do with my mom calling the FBI and trying to call the CIA earlier on in COVID. But let me first kind of tell you how we got to this point. We have surveillance cameras on our property. We have been the victims of porch pirates. And I actually have a video about an incident that happened to my family and I that will definitely be showing up somewhere up here, so be sure to look at that video. One day, we were in our living room. We were looking at the security cameras, as we do daily, just to see what's going on, see if anyone tried to come on our porch, because they'll try to come on with or without a package. I think sometimes they're waiting for a package to be dropped off. Anyway, we're watching it, and there is 2 tabs in the software that we use for our computer cameras, for our cameras. One tab has our family name, and it shows all of the cameras. The other tab says demo mode. Now, we've had these security cameras for years, and I guess because I was bored and, quarantine, I decided to click on demo mode. And I'm going to show you a clip right here of my house, and then what happens when you click demo mode. And as you can see, demo mode is in some Asian country. And I had never seen anything like this before. My mom had never seen anything like this. And she starts freaking out. I thought it was weird. Why is a demo mode in a Chinese or an Asian country? Why wouldn't a demo mode be somewhere here in the United States? Anyway, whatever. And I also want to say that when this is happening, this is right before the 2020 presidential election, and everyone that has a brain, the nerves were on high alert because you couldn't trust anything Trump was saying. He was definitely antagonizing people by calling it the China virus, which is extremely racist and stupid. So we keep looking at our screen, trying to figure out what the hell this actually means. After maybe about 20 minutes, my mom really starts panicking. She decides that she's going to call the FBI. And I'm looking at my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I don't think the CIA is just going to have their number out there for everyone to just call. She said, whatever, shut up. No line. My mom starts Googling to call the CIA. She can't get a hold of the CIA, obviously. So then she says, I'm going to call the cops. Somebody needs to see this. And I'm looking at her like she's absolutely nuts. But at the same time, since this event has happened, there has been so much evidence of Russia hacking and Chinese hacking and all this hacking, especially with the gas pipeline. I actually understand why she was freaking out, especially now. But this was in the summer of 2020. Anyway, she decides to call the cops, and the cops say that they are on their way. And by this point, I start cracking up And my mom's like, what is so funny? And I'm like, you don't know how crazy you sound right now. And she's like, what do you mean? And we're talking, I'm like, Mom, you sound absolutely nuts. You're saying that somebody's hacking in, you're trying to find the CIA's number, all this stuff. So we're waiting for the cops. I am crying. I am laughing so hard. So then she decides to call the FBI. And there is a number to call the FBI. So while she's on hold with the FBI, the cop comes into our house and he said, what's going on? And we had our security cameras projected on our television screen in our living room. The cop comes in, takes one good look at the camera and says, what the fuck is this? He had never seen anything like it before. And my mom's like, see, I told you to me. And by this point, I'm like, oh my God, maybe something really is happening. By this point, a representative from the FBI picks up the phone and asks my mom what happened. My mom says the whole situation, and that's when we realized that the TV or the security camera is in demo mode. It has absolutely nothing to do with Russian hacking or Chinese hacking. It's just sometimes when you put your security camera on demo mode, it can take you anywhere in the world. We just didn't know that. And by this point, everyone's cracking up because it was just absolutely, I don't want to call it ridiculous because with everything going on in the world right now, it's perfectly understandable why this is happening. But everyone, the FBI person on the phone was laughing. The cop is laughing and he's relieved. And I look at the cop and I said, I was so scared you were going to have to take my mom away in a straitjacket. And he looks at me and he's like, you don't know how many calls we get of people saying stuff like this. I thought I would have to take your mom away in a straitjacket. And we laughed even harder. Long story short, Russia and China were not hacking our home, but having your security camera in demo mode in a different country from the one you live in is kind of creepy and is kind of suspicious. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It is 100% real. My mom did try to call the CIA and she definitely called the FBI because our camera was in demo mode in a different country and neither of us knew what to do. I really hoped you enjoyed this video. I hope that I'm able to give you more stories like this. I have plenty of them. And again, thank you for all the support that you've been showing me. We are getting closer to 12,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. And I'm just eternally grateful. Have a wonderful day. I might not make a third video this week, depending on how my schedule is, but I will try to get that out to you. Make sure you're wearing your masks, and please get vaccinated, especially if you live in the U.S., and especially if you are 16 plus, and for parents that have children that are 12 to 16, please consider getting your child vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. I mean, I'm not 12, but still, please consider it. We will get over this. We will get through this pandemic a lot faster once we're all vaccinated. With that, thank you again. God bless. Bye.